The perception of nitrous oxide as a relatively harmless substance is beginning to unravel as researchers and health officials raise the alarm over its increasingly dangerous misuse. Once regarded as a benign sedative used in dental offices or as a food propellant, nitrous oxide, commonly referred to as laughing gas, has found a disturbing second life as a recreational drug, particularly among teenagers and young adults. Its widespread accessibility, lack of regulation, and candy-colored packaging make it deceptively attractive. But beneath that shiny surface is a growing crisis, one that experts say is not only underreported, but teetering on the edge of becoming a full-scale public health disaster. At the heart of the problem is how frighteningly easy it is to obtain nitrous oxide. Marketed under the guise of culinary use, whippets, small canisters filled with the gas, are sold openly online and in smoke shops, often dressed up in fruit-flavored labels and glossy, toy-like designs. The implication is clear. These products aren't being targeted at chefs. They're aimed at the same demographic that once fell victim to big tobacco's colorful lies: young people, many of whom have little understanding of the risks involved. The comparison isn't hyperbolic. Like tobacco in its early marketing heyday, nitrous oxide is being sold without serious warnings, restrictions, or oversight. In fact, many of these products come with no health disclaimers at all. The message? This is fun, this is harmless, and this is normal, but that illusion is dangerous. In reality, repeated inhalation of nitrous oxide can cause catastrophic damage to the body. The high it delivers is brief, just seconds of euphoria, but the consequences can last a lifetime. The Food and Drug Administration has warned of severe side effects including frostbite, asphyxiation, nerve damage, and brain injury. Prolonged use can result in paralysis due to vitamin B12 deficiency and neurological degradation, conditions that can occur suddenly and are often irreversible. And, as the latest data from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention shows, deaths tied to nitrous oxide poisoning have more than doubled in the past 4 years alone. This is not a party drug. It's a silent killer wrapped in foil and fruity branding. Even more disturbing is how little most people know about this trend. Nitrous oxide abuse is not new, but it is changing. What used to be a fringe habit has now become mainstream, pushed forward by social media, where users casually upload videos of themselves inhaling from canisters or balloons, often laughing, sometimes passing out. It's viral content. It's entertainment. It's being normalized by the algorithm. And the more people see it, the more likely they are to try it. That's not just speculation. That's supported by behavioral research. The internet is functioning as an accelerant, glamorizing the use of a gas that can suffocate you before you ever realize you're in danger. Researchers like Andrew Yockey and Rachel Hoopsick are trying to raise the alarm before the numbers swell beyond control, but there's a sense of urgency in their voices that comes from knowing the system isn't moving fast enough. Regulatory agencies have been slow to adapt. There are no age restrictions for purchasing nitrous oxide in many places. There are no requirements for warning labels. There are no penalties for marketing tactics that clearly target minors. And while the FDA has issued advisories, they are largely toothless in the absence of enforceable policy. It's not just a lack of oversight, it's a vacuum of responsibility. And into that vacuum, bad actors are moving quickly. The market is exploding. New brands of nitrous oxide products are showing up weekly, promising faster shipping, better flavors, and bigger highs. Some even offer subscription services. This is a gold rush, and it's being fueled by addiction and ignorance. The longer it goes unchecked, the more irreversible the damage becomes, not just to individual users, but to communities, emergency services, and healthcare systems that are already overwhelmed. What makes this situation especially tragic is that it is entirely preventable. We've been here before, with tobacco, with opioids, with vaping. We've seen what happens when companies exploit regulatory gaps and public naivete. We've watched as preventable trends turned into epidemics. Nitrous oxide may not yet be at that scale, but the trajectory is undeniable. The time to intervene is now, not after more teenagers end up in hospitals with spinal damage, not after more families lose loved ones to asphyxiation, and not after the headlines shift to focus on the deaths instead of the warnings. If policy doesn't catch up, this isn't just going to remain a niche issue. It's going to become the next preventable tragedy we failed to stop.